Okay, so it turns out that we are currently unable to defeat the beast within this cave without some appropriate items. So we probably should go and get some staves of earthquakes as well as top up our sacred nut stash. So I'm going to go and do that, and I will be back in a little while. Alright, we are back, and we have all of the things that we need now. So you have a look here, we've got our 11 nuts, 4 staves of earthquakes, and 6 stones of protection. So we've been all over the place, gotten lots of great experience, and now we're going to head in and try to hand this his head. Let's see how it goes. Meddy's nimble fingers open the lock, as usual. Alright. So let's do our usual routine. We will bombard the hand with lots of nuts, and then we will unleash our staves, throw out some stones, and then hammer down. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's so easy just to go to attack because it's so second in nature to just attack everything rather than use these sacred nuts. There are lots of different strategies, I guess, in this game to get some experience quite quickly, and one of them is to just keep collecting and using sacred nuts, because all party members gain a little bit of experience every time, right? So you could level up quite quickly that way. The other way, and I was just reading online the other day for some tips and hints and things like that for this game after I finished it on my stream, was that you can also fight white monks down to an inch of their life and then talk to them, and you still get to keep all of your experience that you got, and it doesn't affect your charisma rating. So there is a charisma rating in this game where when you attack merchants and travelers and things like that, you can get into bad favor with people for killing innocents. And the long story short there is that if you avoid that throughout the game, people will still want to sell things to you, and you know, that's all fine and good because you need to be able to buy herbs and, you know, heal up and things like that. I have not tested the theory where I just go around slaughtering merchants and things, but maybe we can try that another time after I finished this game in this playthrough. Oh, I forgot to use... shit. I forgot to use the stone. It's enough of that. Good. No more sleep for you. Oh good. Some people have woken up. This is good news. We are dodging. My goodness. Well, hopefully this hand succumbs. I don't think we've screwed ourselves over by forgetting to use the stone. I think that we'll be okay. As long as Guy and HG wake up pretty soon here, we'll be alright. Unless HG just decides to... Okay, good. I was gonna say, I hope he doesn't have a nap through the whole thing here, because we're gonna need his help pretty soon. Yeah, these fights become immeasurably easier when we've got all of those magic items at our disposal. It's quite useful. It takes a little while to be able to track them all down and things, but it's totally worth it to go out and track them down. So hopefully after this, poor Guy will finally be able to have equal defense to the rest of the party. His defense is actually considerably lower than everybody else's, because he's the last person to get his special shield. But yeah, we'll kick this guy's butt, and then after that, I think we have to go get our new ship as well. That's on the list. It's right nearby, so we might as well go get that while we're over in this general direction. Remember when these fights were horrible and scary and the snake bat was like the worst thing that we'd had ever encountered? It's fantastic. I'm so excited that we're strong enough to finally fight this guy without feeling super nervous about it. We won! How convenient. The shield of Hector. Guy has to put on the shield. Finally, poor guy, he's been like fighting with us from the very beginning, and he's the very last person here to get his final weapon. So you can have a look at Guy's stats here, and he's got his shield of Hector, and he's now up to a 100 stat. So that's fantastic. Good news. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just heal a couple of people before we head off, because we can run into a lot of trouble in this desert area if we're not careful. The ship isn't too far, but our escape from the desert might be a little scary, depending on how that goes. We'll just give HG a little bit of healing love as well. And then what we're going to do is save our game. I have not forgotten that I should not move off of a square even an inch before I've saved. Okay, so here is our ship, our new ship. Thou art of Eratos' brood, sea warriors. If thou board'st this ship, fear not tempests. Board'st. A fine vessel. We can go to Arios. Alright, so Arios is the continent that is directly south of us, that is across those dark water tiles that we have not yet been able to cross. A Vome! Okay, let's see if we can beat this sack with teeth tonight. We should be able to take care of it, but this is the reason why I save so often, because otherwise you can run into trouble pretty quick when there's a sack with teeth around the next corner, right? But yeah, so the next place that we actually need to go is south into that other continent. And there we're going to be able to find a lot of really great stuff in some caves, fight some really good monsters, and that'll be all fine and good. But there's a couple of other things that we should also do first. A Jarl. I always forget if these guys are really awful. No, they're not too bad. There are much worse options out there for fighting. So we'll just fight our way back to town here and heal up properly. That will be really nice. And before we go anywhere else too, we should probably restock on all those nice magical items that we just used again, right? So we'll take a little trip around the continent and see what we can find. Of course, we need to get our Staves of Earthquakes back, and also get some more Life Ant nuts and all that good stuff. So we'll head back to the Life Ant Forest after this and take a little trip. Get all of our good stuff so that we're all set, right? We can't really risk running into another big monster, which is coming soon enough, without the appropriate stuff. And I'm getting the hell out of the desert. Jeez. So terrifying being in the desert. There's so many bad things in there to get you. Those sandworms, those desert worms there, they're just the worst. They're like hell on earth. I still hate snatchers. Isn't the town over here? Yes, it is. We passed it. Okay, let's go and heal up here. I love how the amount of money that you pay to heal is relative to how much health you have left. And I feel like the amount that you pay gets cheaper as you level up. I don't know. Maybe it's always the same all the way through. I don't really know for sure. But yeah, okay, so let's save our game here. So what I'm going to do now is head over to the Life Ant Forest, go back and get some more magic stones, as well, and then go back to get the Staff of Earthquakes, and then from there we'll head over to the new continent. So I will go do all of that, and I will be back in a little while, and we'll continue from there. Alright, so we have more or less collected all of the things that I mentioned that we were going to go get. We've got our Sacred Nuts, we've also got our Stones of Protection. We're just about to come up to the Staves of Earthquakes place. So I'm just trying to fight through this crazy encounter rate here. Every tile, it seems, we're running into a new enemy, which isn't such a bad thing, because going into this final stretch of the game, we definitely want to make sure that we are leveling up. So here is the Staff of Earthquake place. So here, for a donation of a mere 10,000 guilders, a strange staff can be had. Okay, a warrior for truth, take this staff. A powerful Staff of Earthquakes. Alright, so we're going to do this 3 more times, because the most that we can carry is 4 at a time. And these are the second most powerful item in the game. We can soon get the most powerful item in the game, actually, which is actually the white sphere, which is coming up very shortly. So I'm just going to save here before we venture off into the dark waters here. And off we go. And okay, a Mardo. Okay. This guy looks kind of scary. The enemies in the deep water are actually super strong. And it seems like in every habitat that you go into, whether it's mountains or forests or plains or deserts, there's always enemies that put you to sleep. There's enemies that use the flame spell, etc., right? There's enemies that you can kind of beat down, and they don't have very high of an offense at you, and then you can actually get lots of gilders from them, for example. But yeah, there's actually a couple of enemies in the deep water that we desperately want to run into, and those are sea dragons. And the sea dragons will actually drop, I think it's called a potion of resurrection or something like that. I can't exactly recall what it's called, but that potion is essentially a full restore that can be used in battle, which is phenomenal, despite the fact that when you get it, it tells you that it can revive your friends from death, which is a lie. So don't let your characters die on you, and then try to revive them, because that's not how it works. You just let your character get beaten down until they're nearly dead, and then what you can do is use that potion to restore a full HP, more or less. So that's super handy in the final battle, which will be pretty useful coming up, because we're not all that far off from the final battle. We've just got some puzzles to solve and some places to work through to get some more items that are key items, pardon the pun, some keys to be able to open up the lair of Terrarin. So, if we can ever cross this ocean here, if we get hit every single square on the way over there, we're going to be in trouble. We need to get a nice little break along the way. Wasn't that nice? We did all that for some fangs. Well, we should probably heal before we continue, because if we get into another fight with a sea serpent, we're going to be in trouble. These enemies just hit so hard, but they're so good for leveling up all at the same time, right? So, we gotta keep that in mind. A giant lobster! Oh my! Yeah, these health bars are tremendous on these enemies. It's unreal how strong these guys are compared to some of the things that we've been seeing. Like, even just traversing my way over here, I barely had to heal up at all. Like, after a long while, yeah, absolutely, but certainly not as much as you might expect. So, we'll just keep fighting the good fight here. After all, we are the miracle warriors fighting toward the greater good. But I also love the atmosphere of this type of area where as soon as the enemy hits you, the lightning strikes. It's kind of fun. They really added a couple of nice touches into this game like that just make the experience all that more immersive. I enjoy that a lot. Okay, so land ho here. Where are we though? Oh, I think we're barely away from the coast. I'm gonna try to run away. Oh goodness, have I not learned my lesson? That I should never try to run away from things? Oh, okay. I just need to be back on land for the sake of not feeling like I'm going crazy, because we're actually right near where we got Medi's sword. And if we take a quick run across, we're actually going to be at the continent, like the new continent, but I'm nervous about it. Like, we keep getting our butts handed to us, so I'm just going to heal everybody before we go back in the water. We're running out of herbs very quickly, but there are towns across the way that we can definitely go to as well. And I'm just going to save our game, because we've done a considerable amount of fighting here. Sweet Ogek, I know what to expect from you. Unlike your sea brethren, who are just like ridiculously destructive. Oddly enough though, despite the fact that the enemies in the deep water feel really difficult, the desert enemies are still terrifying. I think them and the mountain enemies are just the absolute worst. They're so difficult. So, I don't know. Alright, let's go for it. Oh, we made it. That's all that we really needed. So funny. Okay, so I know up north here there is a town that we should probably visit to get some herbs and to heal up a lot, because we definitely need it. We'll try to end this dragon first, though, before we go up that way. Gosh, these enemies that can use the flame spell are just so terrible. The other thing that we want to get too soon, hopefully, is Trio's weapon upgrade. We still haven't been able to upgrade his weapon, so we're not too far away. We need 9,000 more guilders. Gosh, it feels like we've gone up forever. I think I might have missed the town somehow. It must be a little bit further west. These dragons hit awfully hard, and when they use the flame spell, it's even more daunting. And it always freaks me out after some of my characters level up, because when their bar, like their experience bar, is kind of on the low side, I'm always paranoid that they're gonna die a horrible death, when really they've got plenty of health left. Okay, 5,000 guilders, there's the town. Alright, so here's a nice house. This town is called Tajia. Awesome. Okay, let's go and find the herb guy. The herb guy is over here. So we're gonna heal up everybody, because we're hurting pretty bad, it would seem. See, and we're getting further and further away from our goal of being able to get Trio his upgrade here. It really takes quite a while to be able to accumulate funds that you actually need. Okay, so in the meantime, let's save here, and then we're gonna head over and try to get our white sphere. So again, that's the most powerful magical item that you can get in the game. This guy is probably my favorite enemy. His sprite is so detailed, and he's another one like the girls and the white lions, where they don't do a ton of damage to you, but you can do quite a bit to them. They give you good experience, and they give you lots of money. And that's kind of what we're looking for right now. We desperately want to be able to get that money to be able to get Trio's upgrade. So what I'm hoping to do is to get the white sphere and then just hop across back up to that northern part of the continent so that we can go and get that upgrade, because it's actually quite close. Alright, so we've got to go into the desert here, which is, as you know, my very favorite thing. Oh, hi, friendly merchant. Everyone is here. Thou will be triumphant. Aw, thanks for the encouragement, friend. Okay, is there just nothing up here? could have sworn that there was a thing over this way. Okay, so we're in the southern portion where I thought that there was a town, but... Am I mistaken? Alright, so there has to be another town around here. I know that to be the case because I know that there are white spheres in this general area. I don't know why I'm trying to run from this guy. We could easily kill him. Let's just kill him the proper way. He knows we are weak of heart. We also forgot to buy herbs, so we should probably also go back and do that too. I wonder what that was all about. I really want this Vome to just croak. He's coming awfully close, kicking our ass here. Stop it. Holy jeez. Back to town. Gosh, we got like 2 steps out of town here. Wow. That was pretty daunting. Alright, let's spend all our money again. All the money we just made we'll just spend to heal up again. I guess we're paying for the experience, right? I suppose so. Oh, we don't want to heal HG again. Damn it, I keep doing that tonight. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, back out of town again. Oh good, it's not another Vome. At least it's just an Ogek this time. But I'm pretty sure there is a town on this continent. I've been to it, like a second town, other than the one that we've been to. So we will definitely go out and track that down. I think it's north. I'm pretty sure it's north. That's where I kind of recall running into it. Oh goodness, why do I keep running away? I just really need to hunker down and fight the good fight here. It would almost be tempting just to use all of our life ant nuts and things, but I gotta save those for the big fights that are coming up, you know? At least Nettie, with her crushing attack occasionally, will give us a fighting chance to make it out without just getting destroyed, you know? But these Vomes just look like a giant drooling sack. Like, I wonder what the animators were thinking when they said... Somebody said to them, the illustrators I should say, you know, draw a Vome. And they were like, I'm gonna draw a sack with teeth that's drooling. I wonder how they came up with the concept art for this type of thing. It just kind of makes me laugh a little bit. The enemies in this game are so unique looking, you know, like they're not your typical bats and wolves and, you know, generic enemies like skeletons, although there is a skeleton in this game, but he's like a boss, he's not like a common enemy that you run into all the time. So, I don't know, I think it's interesting that they went in a different route for this particular game and made enemies that are truly unique. They're interesting, you know, every one of them that you see, it's kind of special in its own way. I forgot to buy herbs again. Why do I keep doing this? Well, we're going to put faith in the fact that we're going to find a new town awfully soon and be able to get some good stuff in it, right? That's what we'll go with. Oh my goodness, can we not run into Vomes? That would be really good. This is like Vome Murder 2017 or something like that. Pretty soon we're gonna have to go back to town again, like, oh my goodness, these enemies. I mean, if we can't make it through a Vome, we certainly can't beat Terrarin just yet. We definitely have some more work that we need to be doing. Oh my goodness, I can't believe these fights. Unreal. Take it home, HG. You can do it. Perfect. This guy's like, level up, will you? I will destroy you. Oh, hell no. Really? Okay. This is craziness. We need to go back to town. Look at that. We didn't have any encounters all the way there. This game is trolling us pretty hard right now. I can't even believe this. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go broke. At least we're getting closer and closer to being able to afford Trio's upgrade on the bright side. I really wish that I would stop picking HG to be healed 5 times in a row. That would also be pleasant. Okay, let's also buy some herbs here, since we've used them all. Look at us, just wasting all of our casholas here. Good lord, we're never gonna make it. We're never gonna get Trio's upgrade at this rate. Back to 49,000 guilders. Goodness, it's like we have barely budged. Okay, let's try going a different way. Let's go through the treacherous mountains. Perhaps we'll have better luck this way. There has to be a town. I can't believe this. It's just like Vome City over here. How is this even happening? I've never seen this many Vomes. Vomes are usually like specific to certain areas of the map, like they're just not generally everywhere. This is so random. They have like their little Krang arms and everything. You know, like Krang from the Ninja Turtles? That's what his little yellow arms remind me of anyway. I don't know about this. It's like a conspiracy theory, I swear. Oh my god, like we just healed. Look at how dead we are again. And a gamma. I wish I didn't have to fight all these guys. All I want to do is find the white sphere. I was so foolish to think that I would be able to do it in a timely fashion, I guess. Okay, we need to, like, kill this dragon immediately. Holy jeez. I guess we can heal everybody again. Can't believe this. Vomes and Agamas everywhere. They're just kicking our butts. Like terrible monsters. Poor Trio, too. Trio keeps getting his ass handed to him. It's gotta be around here somewhere, though. A desert worm. No! Oh, I hate these guys. Okay, there needs to be a town around here. There is. I know that there is. Oh my god, look. Lo and behold. Oh, thank goodness. Impetuous youth. I will trade for 1,000 fangs, no less. Yes. This sphere contains infinite power. Rub it, and no evil being can stand up to ye by itself. A white sphere. Evil magic is less fearful. Okay. Awesome. Save the game. That way we do not have to fight the good fight to find this town ever again.